Good morning, YouTube. I lost track of what day it is. I think it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, you guys. Oh, child, I just went in the underground and read some juicy info. I'll bring it back to you in a minute. All right. We back. Technical difficulties and all. Thank you for coming back. So, last night, I went to the underground for a little while, right? And I was just perusing. I was taking it slow, taking it easy. I was perusing through there. And of course, I saw where the other 22 Arab countries are meeting to join the Nasara, right? Spending money, spending gold instead of dollars. Hey, Marie, good morning, my love. How are you doing? So I see that they're meeting, and a lot of other countries are getting on board with gold and rubles and silver. So anyway, that was very refreshing to see. It gives me hope that we will soon be there. But and I saw, Paul Pelosi's sobriety video because he was arrested. He had a drunk driving situation. Can't remember if it was an accident or not. Back in either May or June. Um, Probably about the time that they was over there buying those computer chips and stuff. You know how it is. But anyway, why did I scroll down and see a post that said McAfee, McAfee, the antivirus that you buy for your computers, the man that actually created the program and the company, his name is, I want to say it's John McAfee. Well, remember, he had got arrested and was over there in a Spanish jail somewhere, right? And they claimed that he did a Jeffrey Epstein. They claim that McAfee hung himself over in the jail, right? When no cameras, girl, did nobody see nothing, did nobody. Wait a minute, hold on. Child, why is there a Netflix documentary where his girlfriend say he is not gone? He's not dead. She said, wait, okay, okay, okay. Here we go, Marie, here we go. It is a Netflix documentary. Now, I don't know how long it takes to do documentaries and movies and short clips and whatnots, indie films and whatever. There allegedly is a Netflix documentary where his girlfriend Steph, who live in Texas, done said he ain't gone, he ain't dead. Matter of fact, she say, matter of fact, about 2 months. Now this is the part that becomes questionable to me, but bear with me. About 2 months after they told me he was gone, she gets word from him that only about 4 people know that he ain't gone. And he allegedly asked her to run away with him. Now, this is I listen. I don't want nobody to die over no lies and no BS. I don't. But here's the thing. I know darn well if he contacted her and told her it was all a scam, and he'll explain to her later he want to be with her the rest of his life, come go with me. Because ain't nobody suspecting, ain't nobody looking, ain't nobody watching. They not ready. We can get away. I know darn well she ain't stupid enough to go out and repeat that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, that's the ultimate secret. Not that he would ever be able to contact you again if he contacted you at all. Right? But if he contacted you once, you must have been a dumb dizzy that said you don't want to run away. And that's why you run in your mouth, because you let your pocketbook and your love, the love of your life and your pocketbook get away. You're going to get a pocketbook from whoever running the Netflix thing and putting it out there. Now, it seemed like a setup. Listen, I would love to hear that it was all a dream in my bigger voice. I would love to hear that. But don't be stupid and think just because you tell me that I'm going to overlook all of the clues. Like, that's an ultimate secret you wouldn't tell that. Could he really still be alive? Anything's possible. Because, the people say that Epstein is allegedly still alive. That's what people say. And, there have been pictures side by sides of the real and the fake of several people that allegedly had been gone to see their maker, right? There are side by sides of several of them. And they point out the distinct differences between the real and the fake. And so when you see things like that, or you get access to things like that, it makes you question what you're being told in the public. I don't know about you, but it's definitely making me question a few things. And I have faith in the Patriots and what they stand for and what they're doing. Hell, I am a Patriot because I'm all for what's right. But they have exposed so many lies. They have exposed so many lies in the real world. And it makes it hard to believe anything these people tell you. They have exposed so many people and so much that the evil group felt it necessary to try to penetrate into a group of patriots. And knowing that you got fake and frauds among the real and the truth starts making you question everything. It's kind of like, could this be a setup for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I be on the whole conspiracy type of theory shit. But hey, I like those. I like those movies. I like those documentaries. What can I say? But yeah. Now I hear tell it was breaking news, but I don't know how many days late I am. That they want. Okay, they had. Okay, back up. Let me breathe. Let me take a glass of water. Hold on. I'm too anxious to get it out. I can't even get it out. After the raid on Donald's home in Mar-a-Lago, I think that's how you pronounce it, Mar-a-Lago, in Florida, right? His compound in Florida. After they went over there and did the damn thing with search warrants and whatnot, the people had told him to seal the information about, what all transpired, right? In the court. They told the judge, hey, let's keep this shit on the hush, on the low. Well, the breaking news was that the judge denied the request. So, and you tell me if you heard this before, if I'm on the right path, because I haven't been following that. After I found out what I found out and came over here and talked to y'all about it, I tried to walk away from it because it made me so angry. So I have to, you know what I'm saying? I have to take breaks from some of the information that be flowing in to me, girl, because it'd be too much. And then I be having the nerve to be at work, child. At work trying to get the tea. If I understand this correctly, then everything that they found is going to be discussed in the open. We're going to get to talk about it. We're going to get to see it. We're going to get access to it. It even, and I don't recall seeing anything attached to the article, but at least I know some keywords. I really don't have to know no keywords at all. All I got to do is pick up the phone and call Momo or type her and, text her and say, hey, so-and-so, baby. If she don't know it right then, trust me. Within the next hour or so, she coming back with the, hey, you hear me? So I ain't really got to struggle to look it up. But I'm just saying, if it's going to be made public, that means people's names and shit gonna get thrown out there. Because remember what happened now when he filed his RICO against Hillary. When they had to, answer the summons or whatever, first thing they did was say strike our names and addresses off the record so the people won't know who we are, where we live. Because, they'll be, we've been getting threats and all of the things and we don't want Nina because when it comes to a summons, they putting what is put on paperwork as your place of residence. That's usually where they come to, and so it's a public trial. It's not nothing that they sneaking behind the scenes and doing. It's very, very public. It's very, very current. It is ongoing. It's just that nobody is talking about it because ain't nobody got nothing that they can really spin. They can't put a spin on it because it ain't started yet. It ain't started yet. They got the paperwork filed. They got the subpoenas out. The people had to answer. They filed a response asking for dismissal. They filed responses telling them about their attorneys and how they gonna group attorneys from different sectors or whatever. And they have filed paperwork asking to be John Doe, Jane Doe, Corporation 101, Doe. Corporation though, you know what I'm saying? They got but and that's the part that bothers me. But I guess that's part of what you got to do in an open case, and the fact that everything is on lockdown and masked up. It makes better that they don't even have to attempt to come to the courthouse unless they have to, stand. at them federal courts. Ain't no virtual court at the federal court, baby. You had that virtual shit down at the state level. You don't have no virtual court at the federal level, baby. You bring you and your entourage and whoever else we will allow in the building. Y'all bring your ass. And this commentary is protected under fair use for my criticism, teaching, my research, my understanding, all of that. Yeah. So, yeah. It's still a lot of stuff happening. And you know, in a minute, when I think I'm mentally ready, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call Momo. Because see, that typing and texting, it take too long, take too much energy. See, if you're on the phone, on the Bluetooth, you can multitask. You can be talking and washing dishes, vacuuming, making the bed, doing all. You can do many things. See, I can just call her so she can just tell me. And she can keep on doing what she got to do. Because it's something big happening. And you know how I know? I'm going to tell you how I know something big happening. You got Meg the Stallion deflecting away from the Ricos that the rappers and whatnot is getting and being arrested for. You got messy divorces like what's the name? Gary Williams, Gary Owens, the white boy with his crazy self. He's a comedian. He's getting divorced. It's kind of messy, and they're talking about it. You got this weather. Look at how the weather is acting. Look at how the weather is acting. You know what I'm saying? God is sporadic and undetectable. You know, if he coming, he coming. You can't stop it. But they can show patterns in the weather, and that would be unusual if it was godly. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. In my opinion, you know, they got access to the weather. They talking about how Beijing and some areas of China over there are doing some things with the weather. Bringing more rain and stuff. So then when I learn new things, it made me question old things. For instance, if the reason you drying out the desert in California and not bringing us rain on the regular, is that being done intentional? I mean, I'm just saying. There are parts of the world that don't get no rain. Is that intentional or is that godly? I'm just saying. I've seen a list of people who are presumed dead. And you know what? The more I hear that now, I swear to God, I believe that Tupac is still alive. Ain't that something? I do. Because it's sad that somebody have to run from being hunted down and possibly terminated over their beliefs and their willingness to be open and share their beliefs with the world. And the fact that they have millions and gazillions of people listening to their beliefs. Because see, once upon a time, it is my belief that if you announce that Michael Jackson has something to say to the world at 4:30, that's the best way to get everybody out the streets. Baby, everybody gonna be somewhere in front of a TV. I don't care if it's at the bar, at the salon, at the barber shop, at the nail shop. Mostly at their house, somebody's house. Baby, the streets gonna be empty from about 4:15 to 4:45 at the very least. You might be able to have some sit in there and wait for an hour because they know that when people all plug into one thing at the same time, and I'm not a computer person, but in my mind, the server gets heavy, it gets overloaded. Like you can tell when everybody's on YouTube at the same time, YouTube start acting up, start glitching and stuff. Yeah, it's a lot. But I know something is coming. It's too many deflections. Then they talking about Jennifer and Ben Affleck. Jennifer and Ben, this their second time around. Ain't nothing fancy and crazy about all of that. I see more things. Let me tell you what I seen. Let me tell you what I seen. Somebody went into the store. I ain't gonna lie and say it was Walmart because I don't know what store it was. But it was a store that has toys, like Rosa Toys. And there was a bag shaped like a box, right? And inside this transparent, translucent bag that you could see straight through, it had no colorings, no designs, no writing, or nothing on the fronts and sides of the bag. There was what appeared to be amniotic fluid with a baby inside and his umbilical cord floating in the fluid. And the fluid went up probably to about his shoulders. Because they had it in a like a float position. So his booty wasn't even really touching the ground and his legs was kind of up. And that was for sale. Now I don't know what country it was in. I don't know. They didn't give none of that. I see a lot going towards the kids. Y'all know I don't talk about kids. When it comes to their safety and their health, their well-being, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. There's a lot being projected at these kids at one time. And now I hear tell that they're doing what do you call it? You know how they do reassignment surgeries and they change out your bottom half? Now they're doing reversals on those. Catch that. When they're doing reversals now. And allegedly, they've done a reassignment on a child. Now, a child to me is anything under the age of 18. And even then, I'm looking at you. That's a child to me, in my eyes. So when you start pushing the agenda or the conversation of conversations that are best had with their parents, their guardians, people that are responsible for raising them, it's out of order. People should be aware of it. People should have a say in it. And you know, it's sad to say, but when you look at it overall, it's like segregation again, division, you know, because I think all kids should be raised together. They should go to school together. They should learn together. I believe in all of that. But sometimes the conversations, the pictures and videos that they have, I don't want shown to other kids. And I don't think those kids should be forced to be a part of that. And so if you want to call it division, I guess you would say it's division, segregation. But I don't. Yeah, I don't want that. Yeah, but McAfee, if you out there, buddy, I hope you good in head. I hope you are hid oh so well, my love. I hope you are hidden oh so well. Because right about now, your presence could be very detrimental to somebody. And I, like I said, I question, did she really say that? Did that really happen? You know what I'm saying? When it comes to his story, I question how could you do a documentary on it? Because in my mind, some parts of that is gonna be true. It'll just be so murked, so deep in the middle of BS that you won't be able to tell the truth from the fiction or from. And documentaries, I believe, are supposed to all be based off of truthful events. Well, if it's something they don't want you to know, then they'll make sure to twist it up, twist it around. But the majority of what we've been watching and seeing have been real events, maybe predicted to happen, or this is the outcome of what they're looking for. This is where they found us to be. They say we're destroying our own world with the things that we're doing from a man-made position. Some things is not meant for us to be messing with. Um, and to be honest with you, when I think about the first movie that talked about somebody falling to the middle of the earth, it was a TV show. Was it a movie or a TV show? It was called Land of the Lost. Had Will Smith. Will Smith was Will Smith. Yeah. They fell down. Journey to the Middle of the Earth, I think, came up after that. And then I can't say I remember seeing any more movies. I do believe there's a whole nother life force in the middle of the earth. I've heard that before. Yeah, I've heard that before. I believe that. And then I looked at the TV show, the most recent TV show called, I think it was called La Brea. I think it was called La Brea. And sinkholes had opened up, and people had fell through street signs, corner stores, buses. I mean, anything that got sucked in that hole fell all the way through to. In that movie was a parallel universe. You could bury something over here, and it'll show up in the real world where you fell from. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I very much believe that. So I don't know. I guess if you hang on a second, my battery is about to die. Hang on. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Um, yeah. If he's out there, if that if that really did not happen, if that is not true, I believe that some parts of the so-called documentary could be true, and I believe that maybe, just maybe, that could be another way of getting certain information out. If it was something that you wanted to tell the people, but you knew they wouldn't let you, you put it in a movie. You put it in a documentary. You put it in a show. That's just the way I look at it. Um, and knowing that you sneaky leaky, I know that you would never openly tell the truth about certain things. So anyway, I just want to come chit chat with y'all about that. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm ready for work. Mm-hmm. I'm ready for work. I am ready for work. So listen, y'all have a good day. I love you. Shout out to my bosses. Y'all be blessed. And I'll catch y'all on the flip side.